are you doing? So I'm going to be doing your reading from the 11th to the 17th of January. I'm going to be looking at the past, present and future energies of the week, just kind of finding out the juju. This is just a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Just scroll on and find a video that does resonate. It's not a big deal. But yeah, let's go to tarot reading. Present energies for Cancer. Beautiful, beautiful Cancers. My best friend is Cancer. 10 of Wands. Death in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse. So we get past energies, please. Some context, as it were. 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands, the Empress in reverse, the Hermit, Knight of Cups. Future, Judgment in reverse. Strength in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Swords. Oracle. Starfish, intuition, listen to your soul's truth, think less and feel more. Overthinking too much. Okay, past energies. Okay, so straight off the bat, I really see that you guys don't know your worth with that. You guys didn't know your worth because we're doing past energies at the moment. You guys didn't know your worth with that Empress in reverse. Okay, you didn't exactly know your worth. There's a sense of, you know, there was a hermit period in which you felt like you had to be some solitude to kind of build your confidence up in a particular area in your life. It doesn't have to be love, could have been like jobs or whatever, just feeling like good in yourself. But there's an element of not feeling totally on it with that Empress in reverse and feeling like you have to kind of balance everything and make everything right again. And I think you actually ended up kind of achieving that in some particular ways because we have got 4 of Wands, which is this romance and this harmonious relationships. So again, this could definitely be for love. And you also got this kind of, you got a little bit of advancement in whatever way. I suggest that there was a sense of kind of moving forward in romance, there was a proposal. And that's because I think you had to take some time to build your confidence up because you didn't know your worth, and now you guys know that you're worth it. You guys know that you're amazing, and you're like, yes, I definitely feel good about it. You know, I was saying last week about not feeling like you're going to be replaced because, you know, that just seems to be the thing. It's almost like you guys know now. You don't have to feel like I'm always in this kind of experience where I don't feel confident. We've got 10 of Wands, Death in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, and 7 of Cups in reverse. There is a sense that you do not want to go through a bad period right now. You're refusing to go. I feel like you're resisting change. The 6 of Swords in reverse kind of suggests to me that you don't want to push through difficult times. You don't want to push through difficult times, and this Death card in reverse suggests to me that you are resisting change, you're resisting transforming. This can be really good together actually, because this kind of suggests to me that in some way you're optimistic, but the only issue that I see here is because you are resisting that change, you're sort of resisting success at the same time. Because if that 6 of Swords was flipped over, that would have been better. To resisting the change would have been better. But at the moment, it's almost like you need to give up on something. I don't know, it's some weird energies there. I just feel like you're resisting giving up on something. Like someone's not giving you what you want and you're like, oh, hang on for a bit longer. I think you think it might be a little bit like a fantasy. You know it's a fantasy. Like, I think you know this is probably not the best thing for you. I know that this person should be giving me what I want, but for some reason they're not. It's interesting. I feel like you think that this person's mind is made up. By the way, this is just a general reading, so if you're like, what the hell, this doesn't make sense, it's not for you. I feel like this person's mind is made up and you're like, I don't think they're going to change their mind on this, and so why should I have to change? I think there's a sense of you think the process has already happened, why bother trying to change things now? You know, this 10 of Wands, it's problems being resolved, so you are starting to see there's a conclusion coming towards this. But Yeah, almost like, I think you're resigning yourself to just watching it all burn, you know, watching the snake die. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to let it happen. What will be, sort of thing. Feeling a little bit more like you're accepting things. You're like, I'm accepting what I can't change. There's a couple of interpretations to these sets of cards, to be honest, especially together. Putting things together that can't change. It's like, I cannot change this, so why bother? But if you do that, there's a sense of feeling weak, you know, and that comes through in the future cards with the strength card in reverse. It's like, I feel sort of weak because I've just rolled over and let this thing happen. There's got to be an element of fighting to you guys. You've got to fight for something. Fight for this love. Judgment in reverse, you know. The bell isn't ringing. The bell won't ring. Having said that, I think you are feeling a bit more open to other people because you're feeling quite weak. Yeah, I think you are feeling a little bit more open to people because you are feeling a bit more weak. There's not much energy going on at the moment because of, you know, feeling like, I'm just going to lay over and let it happen. And so, yeah, you're feeling a little bit, you don't want to be so alone now. I think you are trying to be independent, but it's difficult. It's difficult for you. Yeah, again, with this Nine of Wands in reverse, I think you're being a bit more open to people now. Maybe because you've accepted something. Something's completed and ended. Now you're like, right, I'm feeling a bit more open to people now. You know, the Nine of Swords as well, which is very intriguing because that's kind of this idea that I think you feel weak because you're worried about a fight you're going to have. You know what's coming for you and it's difficult because you're like, how do I go through that? And so you realise, I can't go through that alone. I can't go through what I'm going to be going through on my own. It just isn't going to work, you know? I'm going to get a love card. Yes, okay, so yeah, you want this commitment, you want this strong commitment, but you can't have it because you don't want to make the effort. You make the efforts in reverse, true love's in reverse. It's like something has happened with love and which has caused you to feel like you don't really want to make the effort. They have to make the effort with me. You know, you want this union, you want this commitment, but it's difficult because you're like, something has happened in which I don't know how to make that move on. You know, so again, you're rolling over a little bit. You don't want to make the effort. So these cards are already saying the same kind of thing, aren't they? In that you feel a bit, what's coming for me? I don't know. Do I make the effort for this love? Do I fight for this love? I want it. I want this union, but I don't want the pain that I think is probably going to come with it. You know, it's difficult. But starfish intuition, listen to your soul's truth. You know exactly what's going to happen with this situation. You just got to really look within. Again, just like that hermit in the past. Thinking less and feeling more. Thinking, right? Overthinking and feeling. They're very different. Although people say they're kind of similar, they're not. There's an intuition to you guys. Especially as a water sign. Again, we've got this water energy coming through. So yeah, guys, that was your reading. There's some very difficult energies to read here, so apologies if I was a bit all over the place, but it is quite difficult. But, you know, let me know what your interpretations are if you guys do read professionally. I'm always interested to see it because sometimes I find it very difficult because I get about 10 different interpretations, but I'm very wary that I'll be here for hours if I was to talk about every single one. But hopefully you did enjoy this, and if you did, you know, drop a like, that would be amazing, and subscribe if you'd like to as well. I hope you have an amazing week, guys, and yeah, bye.